We go back to the story. An argument arose among them as to which of them was the greatest, Luke 9:46-48. But Jesus, knowing the reasoning of their hearts, took a child, put it by his side, and said to them, "Whoever receives this child in my name receives me. Whoever receives me receives him who sent me, God the Father. For he is least among you is the one who is great." He adds in Mark chapter 9, he who is willing to serve. He's willing to take the slave, lowly servant position. He's the greatest of all. That's what he is alluding to here. So they come to Jesus and say, "We want to be great." He doesn't say, "Well, be great like the world." He doesn't say, "Oh, no, don't aspire to greatness. That's really dangerous." He says, "Okay, let me tell you how to be great." That's a decent motivation and ambition. Let me tell you how to do that. Let me tell you how to achieve that. And he pulls up a child. Now, this was very unusual. In that day, children were not taught the Torah till they were 12 years of age. They were considered a total waste of time. One rabbi in the Talmud says, quote, "Morning sleep, midday wine, and chattering with children, and tarrying in places where men of the common people assemble destroy a man." See, their day like ours, you want to be a winner, run with the winners. You want to ruin your life and be a loser? Get up and drink, sleep in, hang out with losers, and spend time with children. That's all a waste because you can't climb the cultural or economic or political or social ladder, whichever wall you're leaning on, if you're just hanging out with simpletons and poor people and kids. Jesus brings up the child. It's a little kid. I see a little boy with a fudgesicle and one pant up and one pant down and a booger in his nose and bedhead. And he's probably got this look like, I'm teaching rabbis. Okie dokie. I mean, it's probably an interesting moment for this kid. And Jesus does something totally expected because people in that day, like our day, in large part, did not receive children well. See, in our day, children are a burden. They cost money. So let's have sex, but not marriage. Let's use birth control, which isn't always a sin if you are married. If we do get pregnant, let's abort the child. If we do have the child, it's the worst thing that ever happened because it disrupts our ability to pursue our greatness. And the kid takes time and money, and what about me? And it was kind of that issue in that day. Grown men don't hang out with children. And Jesus is a grown man, a single man, a childless man who loves children and children love him. And Jesus sets this cultural paradigm that is shocking. He's telling the disciples, you guys need to hang out with kids more. Not that kids are innocent and pure. They are our future. Lead them well. And they'll show us the way. And, gosh, I hate that song. I heard it recently at the grocery store, and I was like, I'm so glad I'm not on the knife aisle. And I just kill myself. Jeez. It's not that children are sinless and naive and perfect, and we should learn from them, and they're apart from the fall. No, it's not that at all. Jesus is saying, you know what? Until you humble yourself, you're willing to have a childlike, not a childish. Again, in Matthew 18 and Mark 9, the corollary text where he gives us through his servants here this summary. He talks about a childlike faith, not a childish faith. He's talking about hanging out with those who would otherwise not be your first choice for friends. Learning some humility and service and love of others. What Jesus is doing here, he's using an unlike illustration from a little boy to say, let me tell you how to be great.